All right, we're standing out here in front of Texas Live for another edition of Drew Pearson Live, and we're ready for the show. We got a special guest. The great Jay Novacek is with us, along with D. Paul, Jen Reed, Paul South is here, and Dr. Lee. We're going to talk to you about my visit to you. So we got a great, informative show, entertaining as well, and we do it all right now. Hut, hut! Welcome to another edition of Drew Pearson Live. I'm Drew Pearson, your host. Welcome to the show. We want to welcome our audience to Drew Pearson Live. Thank you all for being here. But we got to talk about those Dallas Cowboys. I'm a little sad. I know it was last week they lost Sunday to the New York Jets, but man, it's still hurting me this Sunday. And hopefully they'll turn this thing around, man, because that was a tough loss. This team needs a sense of urgency. Tonight, against the Philadelphia Eagles, it's for first place in the NFC East. Man, we got a three-time Super Bowl champ with us today. And, you know, he played in 5 Pro Bowls. He was All-Pro in 1992, and he won 3 Super Bowls for the Dallas Cowboys. He's none other than number 84, tight end, Mr. Jay Novacek. Let's give him a hand, our special guest today. We're a little contrast, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. You're kind of like the Johnny Carson.
Of
football.
Yeah. So what are you? Roy Rogers?
Roy Rogers.
All right, Jay, have a seat. Thanks for taking the time to be with us,
absolutely.
Man. Well, Jay, you had a nice career with the Cowboys, over 400 catches. You had 30 touchdowns. You were getting the ball in the end zone. And was that a lot around the goal line? You were kind of that go-to guy for Troy Aikman around the goal line?
You know, obviously we were very blessed. But you also need those great players to step up. When it's time to step up, when somebody needs a play, they're going to go out and make a play, break a tackle, you know, make a great catch, score touchdowns. And that's what the Cowboys right now, they just don't have. They don't have anything that is just, that is great.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great consistently.
Right. Well, you guys were great, and you had a coach in Jimmy Johnson that got you a little fired up. Now, they say one of the things about Jason Garrett, he doesn't motivate the guys, you know, with pregame speeches. Well, guess what? Tom Landry never did that either. He gave us confidence to go out there and do our job based on the preparation. And then it was up to us to get psyched up and prepared to go out there and do battle. I guess with Jimmy Johnson, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, very similar. You know, at this level, if you need someone to get you fired up to go play a game to win,
right,
then you're not going to be no good.
Right. I can't believe that. That could be a reason that, you know, you got to create that sense of urgency each and every week going into a game. But you watch these Dallas Cowboys now. You heard me say it's the tale of 2 seasons. We're getting ready to play these Eagles tonight. How much success did you have against the Eagles when you guys were playing?
You know, that was one of our toughest games.
Yeah.
When it got to the playoffs, we didn't have any problems with it.
I think my record against the Eagles was 16-5. So
really?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But to turn this thing, or to get back on track with these Cowboys, we need to win this football game tonight.
And they need to go out and play mistake-free. No, don't turn the ball over. Just go out and play their game. That was one thing. The first 3 games, you know, you saw that offense setting plays up for another play. You know, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
I mean, you can't just randomly draw out from the hat, okay, let's try this one, see what happens. You have got to set up plays to make a big play.
Right.
And if they get back to that, if they get to that game plan and stick with it, give their defense a rest. So that because they can fly around.
Yeah.
If they're tired, they're not going to be any good.
Absolutely.
But when they get a rest and they get out there and they can fly around like they do, get those two linebackers just, I mean, going nuts, there's no way the Eagles can beat them. But they have to control that part of the game.
Yeah, and I think if we do that, y'all hearing it, that's a blueprint for success and a blueprint for victory tonight against those Philadelphia Eagles.
And it's simple.
And it's not that hard. That's what I'm saying. They tried to make it too complicated, and therefore the players have indecision in their mind when they hear the play call and that type of thing, and that means they're not being aggressive out there, and so that hurts their production. There's no question about that.
And if they get that ball control, it slows down the defensive ends, and that.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what it should be based on. Yeah, but we have had injuries in the offensive line, so that takes away from our running game. So we have to come up with other ways to be successful. Man, it's not that hard. You're sitting there for 10 hours a day watching football. Come up with something, right?
You know, and it's not that big a deal to like throw it to the tight end, you know, and get 4, 5, 6 yards every time, and then, you know, that makes it easier to run or pass the next play.
Right on.
Go, Jason.
Yeah, he likes that.
Come on,
Jason. Get the ball. So, before we let you go, any predictions for the game tonight?
I think they're going to start off and play much better at the beginning of the game. So let's get off to a great start and then just finish this thing out. And I think they'll be on top.
So you say show that sense of urgency coming out of the locker room in the first quarter. Stick it to them. I'll give you my prediction a little later, but Jay says we're going to win the game. Right?
We're going to win the night.
All right, right on.
All right, man.
Right on. Well.
Hey, someone liked something I said.
Yeah, amen, amen. Well, we liked everything you said. We want to thank you for taking the time to be on the show.
Oh, absolutely.
And, one of the best guys I ever met. Appreciate you.
All right, buddy.
All right? All right, we'll be back with more Drew Pearson Live right after this. Take us to the break, D-Paul.
Platinum Music Complex Rehearsal and Recording Studios with 2 locations serving Dallas-Fort Worth. Our first location at 2964 LBJ, Dallas, Texas, and our newest location at 7301 Northeast Loop 820, North Richland Hills.
I got the power to cut them off, and I hate to do it because you sound so good. Hut, hut. All right, Drew Pearson Live Show Band. I want to thank the great Jay Novacek for taking the time to be with us. Let's keep the show going, and the way we do that is bring on our entertainment guru, and he's going to bring our Hail Mary moments to the show. And, of course, that's brought to you by Golden Chick. Thank you, Golden Chick. Let's bring on the great Paul Southend. Let's do it. What's up, Paulie?
Yes.
Thanks again for being with us.
Of course.
And bringing us the Hail Mary moments. But, you know, this is about a Netflix movie, Raising Dion.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, you know, Netflix, of course, has brought us some great shows, Stranger Things and all this. And there's one right now called Raising Dion that's really, really good. And it's good for the whole family, too. It's kind of like Stranger Things in a fantastical kind of way. But what it is it's about a mom who learns that her son has superpowers. So it's all about how do you raise him properly, knowing that.
Jason Ritter, the son of the late, great John Ritter.
That's correct.
We all remember him from, what is that?
Three's Company.
Three's Company. I didn't know he was in it. I just watching the, I was watching the company. But
you're watching the other
I'm just saying.
All right.
All right, so Jason Ritter is in this, and he's the star of this one, so tell us about that.
Yeah, Jason Ritter and Alicia Wainwright, and they're both fantastic, and they came to Dallas, and so of course I had to sit down and talk to them about this show, and it's doing really, really well, so of course I had to bring it to Drew Pearson Live.
And we're going to get their Hail Mary moment?
Of course we are.
All right, let's do it.
Well, I feel like there's so many special scenes kind of working on this one, especially with such a great kid to work with too. Like, was there a certain like day, scene, or time that you think you'll always take with you?
I feel like my best memory of working with Josiah is when we walked onto the set of Nicole's apartment. And it was supposed to be a downsized apartment, but I guess it was bigger than the apartment that Josiah had lived in. So he just was running through and wanted to touch everything. And is this my room? It's like as if he had really moved into a new house.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And so after he had done that, we had to explain to him that his character is actually sad living there, and he just couldn't really write. He's like, why this place is great? I don't understand. So just really, you know, it's not that I'm jaded, but you become very acclimated to the systems of working on a set, and to kind of see it for the first time through a child's eyes is really special, and it reminds you that what you're doing is cool, like, you know, because he thinks it's cool.
For sure.
How about for you?
Well, Josiah and I had so much fun together. Sometimes it was like too much fun. We would be messing around and trying to make each other laugh, and then, you know, it would be time to focus. And I'd have gotten all excited, and I'd be like, okay, but no, okay, seriously. Actually, there's some of it in the first scene where we're doing the fart superpowers, and it's like, okay, I know it was fun for a minute, but now we have to focus. I forget that it's not as easy to switch that on and off as a little kid. But he was so fun. We had a bunch of little running inside jokes, and he was a lot of fun to work with.
Oh, good. Now, we always ask people on Drew Pearson Live their Hail Mary moment, the moment in their life or career where they just had to go for it and it worked out for them. What do you suppose that was for you?
Oh, gosh. There have been a couple times in auditions where I got there and I did the first two scenes, and then I went, all right, and the third one? And I went, I didn't get the third one. Oh, no.
Oh.
And it was just a huge monologue. Oh, wow. And they said, you can go outside for 15 minutes and work on it.
That makes my stomach hurt just even thinking about that.
And it was just like a thing where it was that moment where I was like, well, I just have to try my best, but I knew I wasn't in 15 minutes gonna get the feeling of like, yes, I'm prepared and I nailed it, and so I just had to go in and give it my best shot, and I got it.
And then you left and yelled at your agent?
Exactly.
I think, so before at Raising Dion, I was on a show, Shadowhunters, and when I had first read for the role, they called me back to do kind of like a working session. They were kind of trying to develop the character, so they wanted me to try a few different things. I got food poisoning the day before, was admitted to the hospital, and it was terrible. And I was able to go home, and then the next day, I think it was at like 1 or something like that, and I just went in, did the whole thing, and then they were like, oh, you're so great, and we're walking out as Alison Silverberg casting, and I was just like, yeah, and immediately ran to the bathroom and like it was just so crazy, but like in the moment, it's like my whole body was like, I don't know what's happening right now, but we're gonna just hold it all in for you to get through and get this job, and afterward, I always think like, I mean, I've never gotten food poisoning before, and it's just the luck of it, or unluck of it.
Y'all enjoyed that?
Yeah.
That was awesome. That's pretty cool, Paul.
Yeah, well, we're happy to have those guys on. And of course, we love those Hail Mary moments. So we're going to ask you guys to submit them with the hashtag Hail Mary moments. And we're going to see what the people at home, what their Hail Mary moments are. Because as we saw last week, you know, with Happy, there's people out there who have great stories, and we'd love to tell them, right?
Absolutely. And you get on the show, we'll put your story on the show and make you a part of the show as well.
That's what we like to do.
That's called bringing Hail Mary moments to life, right?
That's right.
Right. All right, Paul. We appreciate the contribution, as always. The great Paul Salford with Hail Mary moments, brought to you by Golden Chick.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick, 100% tenderloin? That's where the golden tenders come from. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
It's the Golden Chick Golden Giveaway. Free food and discounts under every peel. Plus text for a chance to win lots of great prizes. Play every day at Golden Chick. One peel and you're golden.
We're being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. He's on Tinder. That's like a chicken dating app.
Got it down. That's timing. That's timing. Hopefully the Cowboys will have that same timing tonight if they do to win this football game. All right? So let's bring her on right now, Jen Reed. What's up, Jen? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Have a seat and let's talk and see what's been going on out there in Cowboy Nation.
So we have a guy named Brandon Lambert, and he actually submitted a video submission question.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, on his alter ego page. It's called Cowboy Dale. So
he's got an alter ego.
He does.
Page.
You're gonna laugh. It's pretty.
So what's his first real name?
Brandon.
Brandon, and he calls himself Cowboy Dale.
Cowboy Dale.
All
so
right.
It should be really, really funny.
All right, let's check out Cowboy Dale right now.
Hey Drew, I've got a question for you. This is Cowboy Dale from Cowboys, y'all. Being you know all about owning the Eagles, if everybody remembers draft day, man, that was awesome. You are the best. Being you're the king of owning the Eagles, who do you think needs to own the Eagles this game for the Cowboys to pull out that W, man? Who's going to be the guy that's going to clip them wings, man? Let's beat them Eagles, baby. Cowboys, y'all.
Well, you know, his question was, I'm sure you heard that, who's going to be the one that steps up and steps out in this game tonight so that we can beat the Eagles? He didn't say beat the Eagles, he said clip the Eagles.
Clip the Eagles' wings.
In Eagles' wing. And he's all fired up because 2 years ago I did that draft day speech, you know. How about those 5-time Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys, you know, that whole thing. And I think the guy that needs to step up a little more is Dak Prescott. You know, sometimes the quarterback uplifts the rest of the team. You know, he makes the people around him better. That's what Roger Staubach did. That's what Troy Aikman did. So let's see if he can get these guys to step up and make them play better if he's the leader of that. So we'll see how that goes, but I think Dak will be the man to keep your eye on in this game tonight. All right, and for that, we're gonna send Cowboy Dale this Drew Pearson Cowboy Legends hat, and it says Hollywood on there, Hollywood Henderson, you remember? Remember him? So this is a collector's item, there's no question about that. Only at cowboylegends.com.
I have a trivia question.
All right.
What college did Jay Novacek go to? You're going to look at the Facebook page of Drew Pearson Live, and you'll be posting the photo and the trivia question, and you'll answer that, and we'll pick one of the first winners.
All right, and if you answer that trivia question right, Jen will send him or her a Drew Pearson Cowboy t-shirt from cowboylegends.com.
Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner, all right? Good stuff, Jen. Thanks for being with us once again. All right. Hey, Drew Pearson Live Show, man. Take us to break.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Tyler Melton with Proclaim Roofing. If you're watching this video, we're running a No Roofs Left Behind campaign. We want to make sure you don't get left out. We specialize in energy efficient commercial roofs just like this TPO roof here. The benefits are it's going to save you up to 50% on your heat and your AC bills. It's going to reflect the sun and cool the building down up to 20 degrees. When you invest up to $1 million in a roof like this, you actually retain 70% in your investment when you sell the building. You actually retain up to $700,000 on your $1 million investment. It's also a tax write-off. Another benefit in replacing a commercial roof like this is it's going to raise the property value of the entire neighborhood and all the businesses around you. So when you go to sell your building, you sell it for more money. My company's been in business for 10 years. We're A+ Better Business Bureau, fully insured, thousands of happy references. We care about our customers like they're our family. My name is Tyler Melton, president of Proclaim Roofing, and we want to build trust with our community, one roof at a time. Go Cowboys!
what if you're able to see the source of problems such as ADD, depression, anxiety, and even addiction? At Mind for Life, we evaluate the brain and its function to figure out where these problems may occur in the brain. And based on these findings, we tailor the treatment pattern just for you individually. This is the strength of what we do at Mind for Life Brain Center, located in Plano. If you're interested, please contact us in the information below, and we hope to see you soon.
Oh yeah, that's sounding good, better and better every week. Hut, hut. All right, let's keep the show going. You know, I had to visit. I had to go see Dr. Lee at Mind for Life Brain Center to find out what's going on in my head. You know, I want to know. I don't know how many concussions during my career with the Dallas Cowboys, but I got a little confusion up there. Sometimes I get lost, can't remember things and stuff like that. So I went to see Dr. Lee. He's going to tell us all about that visit. So let's bring him on right now, the great Dr. Dewey Lee from Mind for Life Brain Center. All right, Dr. Lee, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you so much.
Have a seat and let's talk about my visit to the Mind for Life Brain Center. Actually, it was a great visit. I enjoyed it, and it wasn't what I was expecting. I thought I'd get beat up or something. You stick needles in my head or something like that.
We tried to do that, but...
You tried, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was pretty cool going in there and getting tested, and now, you know, we don't have the results yet, but eventually we'll have those results.
Yes, exactly.
But it was I took the first step.
Yes,
that was the most important thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I think it was a very good visit. Hopefully, it was pretty comprehensive, 2 days.
Yes.
The active scan and then the quiet scan.
Okay.
And I think we have a little video of your visit, so we can take a look at that and then talk about it afterwards.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay.
Mind for Life Brain Center, Drew Pearson's visit. Wow. All right, Dr. Lee, good to see you this morning.
You as well.
And second visit, yes, I got the information you needed, and I guess I give that to you.
Sure. So today's your first scan day.
Yes.
So my tech is down there. His name is Tom. He's great. He's very experienced. And he's going to go through everything for you. But the first part, you're going to be sitting in front of a computer and going to play a little computer game for about 10-15 minutes.
All right.
It's very simple. You press the space bar.
Okay.
Or not press the space bar.
Okay.
And in the middle of that, he's going to give you a little injection.
Injection?
And, yeah, and that's the thing that does the scan.
Oh, man.
It's a tiny needle. You won't even feel it.
Hey, I went on camera, I'd be bawling like a baby. You can't see the original 88 cry.
So anyway, after we inject a little bit of isotope, it goes in your whole body, including the brain. And then when you lie down on the camera, the scanner is going to be centered around your head, and it takes about 15 minutes.
Okay.
And it makes a little quiet noise. It's not banging. It's not scary. And that's how we acquire the image. And then we have a computer that does all the processing. You get a three-dimensional image. Once we have that, and you have this part 2 tomorrow.
Wow, that was pretty painless. Got through that. Thank you, man. Thanks for making it easy for me. And so now I come back tomorrow. I find out what they found out, and then we go from there with a treatment plan, a plan to try to slow down whatever they found out. Now you see me on video, man, I'm exposed to everybody like that. But it's worthwhile because I want to have that quality of life, at my age. I want to live on,
Right,
and
exactly.
I know a lot of my teammates are having a rough time, so
well, they're certainly welcome to come and go through the process. So,
right on.
So let me ask you something. I mean, you went through quite a bit, in 2 days.
Right.
I think the most things people are kind of concerned about is, okay, what is it like lying on that scanner? Was it scary? Was it weird? Or what was your experience?
You lay there. I dozed off actually. Hope it didn't screw up the thing.
No. That's perfect actually.
That's what the snoring you heard. That was me.
Okay.
But so it was very easy to do.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what the comprehension is, that you don't know what to expect going in.
Yes.
But now I know. I like to pass this on to my teammates, former teamates that I have with the Dallas Cowboys, because I know a lot of them are going through issues with their brain, and they need to get it checked.
Yes. Well, I think hopefully, them seeing you going through this and really going through it really without much discomfort or any kind of emotional. Sometimes people have like claustrophobia with MRI, but there is nothing like that with the scanner because it's pretty much wide in the open.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad you said that.
Well,
you
with
fell
the active
asleep.
test,
That's really good.
Yes, I did fall. I was really relaxed.
That's
and
great.
that's what Tom told me to do.
Sure,
Just
yeah.
relax. And I said,
perfect.
I was relaxing. I was relaxing.
That's perfect.
But, you know, so from here, after
Yes.
I made the 2 visits,
Yes.
the 2 scans, the active and the calm,
Yeah.
what's next?
So next is I put together the paperwork, your homework, and then
Yeah, it's about that thick. I'm getting there.
Yeah, and
But
then
once I get that, I have a PhD in brain.
exactly, I'm going to give you a diploma.
Right, right.
And
So what's
then
next,
the
Doc?
scanner. There's the 2 scans together. I put that together and then come up with an evaluation. And I think I want to mention as well that I did a little DNA test. We didn't talk about this before.
Yes, yes.
But I thought it was really important to add that as an extra component.
Why?
So DNA test, this is a company that actually does something very special with the DNA analysis.
Okay.
Instead of just looking at different kind of drugs and whatnot, this test actually gives me the different markers that tell me how your brain is metabolizing the different neurotransmitters.
Okay.
And neurotransmitters are the part of the chemicals that make the brain work. And depending on the trauma and whatever that things are going on, there may be some imbalance in the neurotransmitter that could also have a factor in helping you get better. So I'm putting together the images, which actually tell me the function, and then the DNA test will tell me the metabolism. So it's another deeper layer of looking at your brain, which is kind of a special way of doing things at the Mindful Life Brain Center.
Yeah, and the DNA test, that was easy and simple too,
Very
right?
simple, right?
Very simple.
Yes, right.
And so that you can come up with not just a diagnosis of what's going on, but then we talk about a solution.
Exactly.
Right?
That's the whole point of it.
That's the whole point. Of it.
Yeah, it
That's
really
what
is.
it's all about.
It really is.
Well, good stuff, Dr.
Okay.
Lee. Thank you again for
Thank
being
you.
with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. That pretty much wraps up our show.
That's right. That's right.
Dr. Lee, you gonna dance with us as we end this show?
Of course, every time.
Of course. Let's bring out the whole cast. Let's have a good time as we wrap up the show. These are sponsors. Got it down. We got it down. We want to thank everybody for being part of the show. And of course, we want to thank our sponsors, Mindful Life Brain Centers, Golden Chick, Hail Mary Moments. Thank you, Golden Chick. Platinum Music Complex, Adam Alexander. Just look at me. And Michael Nass Media. Thank you all for being part of the show. But before we let you go, I got to give you my prediction for tonight. Everybody going to be watching the game? All right. Everybody want a Cowboy victory? All right, we can turn this thing around, right? Let's do it tonight. Here's my prediction. Oh, yeah, I don't care. I ain't playing. Let's call them Beagles. All right, 34-17, Dallas Cowboy victory. You heard it first, right here on Drew Pearson Live. 1, 2, 3, hut, hut. 1, 2, 3, hut, hut. 1, 2, 3, hut, hut.